Hello everybody, welcome to Project Beauty, where we talk about project panning and everything beauty related. My name is Jen. I'm updating you guys on my nightmare on Panning Street. I love this project so much. This was created by Ceylon and Valerie, and I think they did a fantastic job on this project. I get so excited. You guys know if I was feeling a little bit better, which I actually am feeling better for sure. I've been sick, but I've been feeling way better. But if I had the time and I was feeling better and I wasn't trying to catch up on my everyday life from being sick for 2 weeks, I would have done a fun Halloween look. I actually had an idea that I could have done, but I'm filming other updates as well. So I'm just trying to make sure that I get through as many as I can. So you will see this look for the next few updates. But I just want to say that they did a fantastic job and I love this project so much. It's like my favorite one and I love the videos. I love being able to get together with the girls on Sunday night, which actually it is Sunday night, but I have way too much to do that I can't click onto the video, and I still have to cut my kids' hair and have a shower, and it is now like 8:30 at night, 9 o'clock at night. So it's gonna be a late night for me, and I have to get up at like 5 in the morning. I'm going to be tired and cranky tomorrow. Anyhow, this project runs between October 31st of 2021 to October 31st of 2022. I really do hope that they bring this back because it's great. You select between 6 and 13 items, or 6 or 13 items, I believe it is. The fun numbers, you know that. And then there are 40 prompts. I've decided to select, of course, 13 items. I think that 13 is a great number. I really like it, and I don't think there's anything wrong with it, even scary-wise. I think it's a fantastic number. And this is a roulette style project. So you select through the prompts. You can select however you want. I'm sure they won't mind, but I put mine on one of those spin things. You just press the button and it like selects it for you, and then that's the prompt that you choose. That's how I'm doing it because it is roulette style. So let's go ahead and see what I have for updates. The first one is Fright Night, which is a red or a vampire themed product. And for that, I have selected my MAC Victoriana lipstick. You guys will see this in probably every single update because I don't know that I'll have this finished by the time October 31st is here. It is a very beautiful blue based like red shade. There's not much left and I really want to get this done, but I'm doing so many eyeshadow themes that the red just doesn't go. And if I just did neutral eyes for 1 month, which I might actually do in like August or September, depending on like how I'm feeling, I may then be able to bang that out completely before the end of October. But it's such a beautiful red lipstick and I've been hanging on to this for so many years. I apologize for the state of my nails. They are horrible. They're coming off really bad because I did like 4 loads of hand wash dishes today. I don't put a whole bunch of dishes at once, so I do them in increments. I'm just strange that way. But I did a lot of hand wash dishes and I also had to bathe my son and then I did some laundry, so my nails are falling apart. The nail polish is falling apart. But anyhow, the MAC lipstick has not changed because last month I didn't use it at all, or unless I maybe used it once. But regardless, it's basically like unused almost. So we're going to move on to the next prompt, which is Rosemary's Baby, which is a new item. And for the new item, I decided to select my MAC Botanic Panic eyeshadow palette. Like, look at this palette. It's such a beautiful palette. And I love the size. All of their palettes that have come out have been this size and this kind of packaging. And I love that it's consistent. And even though the colors are different, the sizing is still the same. And I live for that. I love that they're doing that. So the inside of the palette looks like this, and the names are on the sheet. So I'm just going to put that down here. It's such a beautiful palette. It's really, really gorgeous. Now, I did actually use this the 5 times that I had set my goal to. So as you can see, there is some usage on some of these items. There's a lot of dust kicked up in there. I really should be cleaning that out because I don't like having dirty palettes. So shame on me. But anyhow, I have used this, my 5 goal use, so I can pull this one out, which is really great. So this one is considered done now, and that can go back in my collection. The next one is Frankenstein, which is a Franken product, and it was my only Franken product at the time. I do have another one, which I'm pretty sure I'm going to be decluttering. This one I've actually been using a little bit, so you can maybe you can see there's some uses. There's not much left, and the weight has not really changed because it's, how do I explain this? I think it's just the pan that has the weight because the eyeshadow weighs like nothing. But this is the color. So basically what I'm doing is I'm putting this like all over my eye, and then I'm going over top of it with my Natasha Denona Chromium liquid eyeshadow in the shade Dragonfly. And I'm almost done this. So if I can keep using them back to back together like that, then I should be able to have those both completed by maybe not the end of June, but the end of July for sure. Because monthly I've been doing a lot of eyeshadow focus, but on the odd day I want to wear something different. So that's usually my go-to, or one of the palettes that I have in another project. So I really want to get this done. I want this little pan completed so I can count it as an empty, and I would love to have that Natasha Denona one done, but that's not part of this project, so we're just gonna not talk about that one. But yeah, I'm almost done that one. Even though it's probably going to take me like 10 or 12 more uses just to finish that up, because it doesn't take much. This is a very like light-handed swatch, and it's very pigmented because it's the Melt not recently deceased, the Melt Waiting Room Beetlejuice eyeshadow palette. Mine came broken, so I kept all the eyeshadow that was broken, and then I added a different eyeshadow in with it as well. Okay, long-winded. Whew. The next one is Fright Night, and that one again is red or vampire themed. I am not going to double up on my prompts anymore, so this is the only other one. I believe I have doubled up on a few, but then I realized that I was doing that, so I caught myself. But this one, I decided to go with this one anyhow because I wanted to use the cherry lip pencil from MAC, and it is pretty close, almost exactly the same shade as the lipstick. I'll show you guys a tiny little swatch here. So they're basically almost the same, and I love wearing them together. So that's the reason I actually did select the same prompt again for another red item. And that one I have a usage goal on of 20 uses, and I'm currently now at 14, so I have 6 more uses to go. So I have worn the red lipstick quite a bit since October last year, but I know I can bang it out if, first of all, if I don't have to wear a mask, because when I'm at work, I have to wear a mask, so that sucks. And then when I go to pick up my son from school, I have to wear a mask. If I run in anywhere, I have to wear a mask. So the only time I can wear this is if I'm sitting at my desk right here working from home. That's pretty much it. And even then, I'm giving my son kisses. So I don't want to give him a kiss with red lipstick on. So then I have to wipe it off. But anyway, I'm not complaining. It's fine. I need to use it up anyhow, so it's not that big of a deal. So anyhow, the next one I have is called The Ring. And that is Show the Ring on a Pan. For that one, I have selected my Too Faced, the Little Black Book of Bronzers. This is the biggest pain in the ass to store. I do love the idea of it, but I wish it was just laid out a little smaller. Not like this. Like maybe grid style like this, but much smaller, like fit them smaller. But whatever. I'm just gonna, like, I've had this for so many years, and I was like, I didn't want to use it because it was super inconvenient to store, to use, and I'm actually loving these bronzers. So this is the one that I'm supposed to use, and I have a teensy bit of it on today, and that's the only use that I've got. I am trying to focus on, I'll show you the one that I'm trying to focus on. It's my Hourglass Ambient Light. I want to use this up completely, and this is the one that I'm using, and it's going to take me like all year to get through that. I know it is, and I want this out, and I know that I'm not going to complete this. So my goal is that one first, and then this one. But what I might do is try and at least get like one use a month on this one, so I'm at least still being consistent. And then that one, I will use that. Or even if I have to double up, I don't give a crap, but I need to get the uses. So that's my goal. I have a lot going on with a lot of similar like items in my collection, and they're starting to overlap. And so what I need to do is just let things out and bring in something completely different or something that I can just get a short usage goal on, not hitting the ring or completing, because 2 bronzers trying to hit pan and complete, that's a lot. And I already have another bronzer in another project that I'm just really just being super relaxed on. So it gets a little bit crazy, and I tend to, I'm only in competition with myself. That's my biggest goal in life. I'm always in competition with myself, but I tend to go hard on myself. And I know this is all fun, and I am having a lot of fun with it, but I want to meet this goal because it's so important to me to get out the ambient light palette. What is going on? Anyway, so I think what I need to do is just focus on one and be relaxed on the other things. And I think that will make me like so much happier and do so much better for my collection. And then I know next year I can really focus on this one, or I can really focus on the other bronzer that I want to focus on. Yeah. So that's that. So the next thing I have, excuse me, let's just take a drink. I'm having some iced tea. It has nothing in it. It's just iced tea. I swear I have oh, there we go. I had a bristle from a brush in my lipstick. Gross. Anyhow, I'm not drinking because I'm on medication for my cold. So, yeah, it's not a fun drink. Just a regular drink. Then I also have Friday the 13th, which I already had a prompt of, but I had completed that one, so I was okay bringing it in again. And for that one, it's called Summer Item. That's the prompt. And I wanted to bring in my Fenty Beauty Cream Blush in the shade Summertime Wine, obviously because of the name, Summertime Wine. And my goal was to pan this or complete it. There is no way in heck that I'm even going to hit pan, I don't think, by October 31st. I was going to use this today, but it just clashed too much with the eye look and stuff. So I didn't want to go too crazy. I wanted to just brighten my skin, but look a little natural. And this one I go pretty heavy-handed with. So, yeah, unfortunately, that one is going to be in for a while. But that's okay. I need some prompts to take a long time. And so this one is at 29 grams. I think it's 29.2 something, whatever. But I waited before I had my new scale. So I'm just waiting at 29 until it gets under 29, and then I'll update the weight. I just can't be bothered putting the other weight on there now. So my goal is to pan or complete, but like, we'll see. I'll probably just have it in until the end and then just deal with it. The next item is, or prompt, is Children of the Corn. And for that one, it's a food-related item. I freaking love that prompt. And for that, I selected my red velvet cake, or is it red velvet cake or just red velvet palette from Glamlight? I think it's red velvet cake palette. Anyhow, whatever. Anyhow, this is the eyeshadow palette here. I love this a lot. And when I looked at this initially, I was so bored looking at this. I thought, for red, this is so drab. But it is absolutely fantastic on the eyes. And I'm really sad that I only had this in for 5 uses because I plowed through those 5 uses. So that one will be going back in my collection. But just know that that will come in to a future project. If not this year, for sure next year. It is such a nice palette. The next one is Dracula, which is Sucks the Life Out of You. And for that, I selected a MAC pigment. And it sure is sucking the life out of me. I put this in for 5 uses, and I still only have 1 use. What is my problem? Why am I not selecting the single eyeshadows or the pigments that I have in my collection? Why am I buying these things that I'm not using? I just don't understand. So this is what the eyeshadow or the pigment looks like. It's incredibly beautiful. Why am I not using that? I don't understand. And I think it's because of the fact that it's like this and not in a palette form or a single pressed eyeshadow form. If it was pressed, I would probably use this like crazy. So I do have to make an effort to use single eyeshadows in compacts or pigments because I really don't gravitate toward them. And now I know, don't purchase that stuff. The next is Paranormal Activity, and that's an item that never disappears. For that one, I selected a MAC and Proenza Schuler blush, And this one is in Ocean City. I only put 5 uses, but I have been loving this, so I've used it 7 times. And I love this so much. I don't even want to put it back. It's so nice. I'm wearing it today. It's just such a beautiful, nice blush. This is them mixed together. You can't even really see it. Let me build up a really nice swatch here for you guys. It looks like that. It's a very corally color, like an orangey corally color, and I love this. So I really wish I put it in for like 15 uses, but I'm trying to just use through my blush collection to see what I like, what I'm gravitating towards. Now I know I love this, so yeah, this is something that is for sure staying and being loved. And that one can roll out. I have to put that in another pile because that one is rolling out. So I hit my goal on that one. So that is 1, 2, 3 rollouts. So those are all my rollouts. The rest are either new items or items that were recently brought into the project. The next one is Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, which I decided to do. Oh, so it's a double-ended product or a duo product. So I did double-ended, and it's the Urban Decay Eyeliner Pencil in 0 and Demolition. And my goal is to use any of these sides, either one of these sides, up to a total of 10 times. So I have currently used this 7 times, so I have 3 more uses to go. So I'm hoping that this will be a rollout for next month. I am really kind of wishing that I put this in for completion, but at the same time, I really just want to go through some things. But if I decide that I really like using this, because it is quite a bit older, they haven't, I think these are like 6 years old or more. That's a long time and it needs to get used up. And I want to start using through a lot of my eyeliner pencils. So if I decide at the end of next month that the 3 uses is met and I've used it more and I feel like I want to continue, I may just increase it and not have it as a rollout. Even if I don't reach anything else, that's fine. Because I feel like I'm rolling out a lot in things and it's hard for me to decide what else to bring in. And an eye pencil, I feel like, especially one that's this old, would be really good to use up and get out of my collection. So even if I just use it up one side or whatever. So I'm gonna just think about that for the next updates, especially see where everything else is at. Again, I'm just gonna do a once over and see if I will have any other rollouts. If I do, I may just keep that one in. So the next one is The Lost Boys, and that's something that makes you look not dead. And for that, I decided to choose a lipstick. Marty from Patriot Makeup, she decided to choose a lipstick for the same prompt. And I never thought about it that way. I thought something like concealer so it takes the bags away from under your eyes and stuff. But lipstick really will change your look. So if you're really not wearing much makeup and you throw on a little bit of mascara and a little bit of a tinted lip balm or a nice nude lipstick, you really look refreshed. And so I thought that was such a great idea. So I decided to put in Mare, which is this one right over here from MAC. And I still have quite a bit of lipstick in here. It's kind of sweating because it's so humid in my house. Holy crap. I put this in for 10 uses and I have 4 uses so far. So I definitely still have the 6 more to go, and I think I can reach that by the end of next month. So fingers crossed. And then the next one is Amityville Horror. And for that one, it's a product that haunts you. And this is the one I decided to select a blush. First of all, a neutral one because I don't have a lot of neutral blushes in, and I've selected MAC Prism Blush. This is in, it just says matte powder blush. What is going on with my brain? Okay. So it looks like that, very neutral, and it's something that I think would be really nice for summer, especially when you're wearing all the bronzer and all the highlight and all that stuff. It might be nice to just have something a little softer, more neutral for the summer months, especially that I get a little bit deeper. And it just, I always think about this. I always want to use this, but I always grab other things because I already know I like this. But I just think, like, should I grab it? Now that Ocean City one, this one here, this one's going to haunt me next. So if that prompt comes up again and I'm done this prompt for this one, I may be bringing that other one in, but I'm going to try so hard not to. But this one is definitely one that haunts me a lot. I think about it often. I don't even know if I can pick up a swatch for you guys. It's very dull. Like, it's a very soft blush. And it's very skin toned, like very neutral. Like there. Sorry about all my dots. I have a lot of exposure to the sun. It's unfortunate. Okay. So the last one that I have before my roll-ins is Jaws, and that's a water-themed item. And for that, I selected another blush, and this one is in See Me, Hear Me from MAC, of course. I have a lot of MAC blushes. And this one, I have both 5-use goals on Prism and this one. So Prism, I have 1 use, and See Me, Hear Me, I have 2 uses. And holy crap, I love these blushes. MAC has some of the best blush formulas and shades. Like, look at that. So pretty. Ugh, okay. Love that. So I still need to work on my blush, but I like the 5-use thing because it gives me the opportunity to try it a few times, get an idea for it, and decide if it's something that I want to keep or maybe something that doesn't work for me or whatever, maybe a different time of the year. But now we're going to move on to the items that I'm rolling in. I have already done my roll-ins, like my spinning thingy-majiggy, because I'm filming on my camera, my phone. And so I have 3 rollouts, so I'm going to do 3 roll-ins. So the next one I have is I Know What You Did Last Summer, and it's an item that you purchased last summer. So I went through my Sephora ordering, my app, you know, the app thing. And the last one I ordered it's actually a freebie, but I'm still counting it because it's tiny and it's cute, and it was purchased last summer. So it's a Tower 28 lip gloss in Chill. It looks clear, but it looks this. Okay, we got to talk about the way that the brush looks in here. To me, I thought this was moldy at the bottom because of the way that the brush tip looks fuzzy in here, and obviously it's fuzzy, but it just looks funky. I don't know why. It looks a little crazy. I gotta take another drink. Anyhow, I think this is something that I potentially could use through in the summer. I am working on a few lip glosses right now. I think 2 for sure in projects, and 1 I have that's not in a project, so I can put that one back and then use this one, because clear I can use with anything. So this is the one that I was working on, which was Pat McGrath. This is not in a project, so I think I might put this one back, even though it's absolutely beautiful. I'm just going to do that now while I remember. Put that one back, and then I'll put the Tower 28 one in Chill. And I have 2 Tower 28 full-size lip glosses, but I have not use them, and I hear they go bad really fast. So I thought I would try this one and see how it goes. And then if I really like that one, I think I might use one of the other ones as a roll-in once I use up one of my other ones, and once I start making a bit of a dip on the other project one. I know what I'm talking about. You guys probably have no idea what I mean. Apologies for being all over the place. All right, the second last one I have is the movie Us, and that one is a dupe. So something that is a dupe. So for that one, I decided that I was going to bring in my Benefit Roller Lash Mascara, because I'm currently working on, and I have on my eyelashes today, the Ilia Mascara, which is fantastic, by the way. I love the brush. So let's just take a look at this. It's got a side... So this side is like bristly, like a regular brush tip. And then this side is like a comb. So after you apply the mascara, you go through with the comb side and it like separates your lashes. Love that technology. Love this brush. I love the actual mascara. It doesn't flake. It doesn't like run. It doesn't like get clumpy. I really like it a lot. And so this is going to be something that I purchased for sure down the road. But the Roller Lash Mascara is a crazy dupe. And this is a mini. Sorry, got an itchy back here. So this is a mini, but the brush reminds me a little bit of the other side. It's curved, so it's not the same. But this part reminds me, I don't know if I can show you this, but the the top that's rounded reminds me of the actual like brush area of the Ilia one. And then on the inside, there's tiny, tiny, tiny little bristles that look like a comb, but it's not. So, and I feel like the mascara itself is the same kind of consistency. So I'm really excited to pair these back to back because Roller Lash is currently my number one mascara. I mean, now probably the Ilia one is my number one, but this is a very close first, second, whatever, or it's tied because it's that good. Roller Lash is amazing, and the fact that the brush tip is rounded, you can really push under the lash and like let it press and hold it there and like just give it a few seconds and hold it there, and it'll really curl the lash for you without having to curl them with a lash curler. So I really, really love the Roller Lash. It's been my favorite for so long, but that one will now be in my collection if I can fit it somewhere. Anyhow, I love that one so much. I'm sorry if I'm not making a lot of sense. I'm exhausted. I did a lot of stuff today, cleaning wise. I cleaned so many different rooms. I reorganized. I did laundry. I bathed my son. I cut his hair. That was a task. Oh my gosh. It's been a day and I'm still not even done. I still have to cut my son's hair still while he's sleeping because I couldn't cut it all because he had a meltdown. My son is autistic, so cutting his hair is like literally him being touched with pins and needles. He can't handle the hair falling on his skin. He can't handle the sound of the clippers. My heart breaks every time I know that a haircut is coming. I was so confident I was going to get all of it cut, but he really fought us today. It was really hard. And so it takes a lot out of you emotionally, mentally. I might cry. I don't want to cry. Sorry. I just don't want to make my kid feel like it's torturous. You know what I mean? You never want to make your kid feel like you're putting them through pain. Whoa, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm just getting very emotional because it's just been a very long day for me. So I'm all over the place and I apologize. I just love my kid so much and I don't want him to feel like that. I don't want to put him in a spot like that, but I have to cut his hair, you know. It's really hard. So I got to do what I can, even if it takes me some time. I got to do what I can do. I just need a tissue. I'm really sorry that I'm like getting upset, but it's really hard, you know. I love my kiddo. So, yeah. Okay. The last one that I have, I'm really sorry, you guys. But the last one that I have is Poltergeist. And that one is an item that is always here. Something that is a must-have in your collection. Waterproof mascara, apparently, even though I've never owned a waterproof mascara, I don't think. Okay, so for that one, I decided to bring in my all-nighter setting spray. I don't even think I've ever put a setting spray like this in a project this year in 2022. I thought I had this in a different project and I went through all of my my sheets and I don't see that I have one. So I decided to pull it in because I'm using one every single day and I always have like 4 at a time at least of either all-nighter or de-slick or some kind of drugstore setting spray. So I wanted to bring that in. I'm really sorry, you guys. I apologize. It's just a very emotional time for me. But this is at 99.94 grams coming in. I have used this quite a bit already, so I'm not sure where I'm at, but I'm thinking it's about halfway, maybe a little bit more than half. But my goal will be to complete that. Also, I want to complete the Roller Lash mascara as well. Yeah, I apologize that this took a turn. I didn't mean to get so emotional. So I just hope you guys can forgive me for that. It's just maybe that will explain to you why I'm so flighty with my words and all over the place. It's just been a very hard day for me and I'm trying so hard to, you know, be excited and happy, but it's just hard when you feel like you're disappointing your kid or scaring your kid in some kind of way and you don't want to do that. So anyway, I'm going to go and probably have a little cry, but I will talk to you guys in the next one. But please don't forget to check out everyone who's doing this, as well as checking out Ceylon on YouTube and Instagram, and checking out Valerie on Instagram as well. I will have them linked down below along with all their prompts, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, you guys.